All right, so that's kind of cool. So I've got rocket silos running, and now I got to think about actually launching the rockets. So where can I build an array of rockets? Already got, I kind of figure that eventually this is going to get large. So I'd like to do some place where I'm not overlapping a resource that I'm going to use. I'm not overlapping a current base that I might expand. That sort of a thing. But you know what? I may just allow it to be suboptimal. Maybe what we'll do, yeah, we'll just use this. We could stay out of that copper ore. And we don't have a roundabout over here. I don't really like that. Yeah, I guess I'll do it over here. I'll do it in this section here. So we're going to create another siding. This is where we're going to build the stations that will be useful for actually launching rockets. Let's put a roundabout at the end here. See, these are all interconnected, so I can clean that up without causing too much trouble. And we'll clean a bunch of that. All right, somewhere here, I think in my, oh, there I go. I do have a roundabout. All right, so we've got a roundabout. I just figure it's important to have a roundabout so that you can have reversing tracks for anything that's coming in. That's very, very useful, of course, for preventing deadlocks. And kind of want to connect everything. It's a very awkward little place to put a roundabout. We could do something terribly awkward. Here, I know what I'll do. For this, I'll just connect like that. And for this, I'm going to do a complete hack. How's that for a terrible design? There you go. We'll connect the other one over there. And oh wow. I well and truly ought to be ashamed for trying to build something like that. It is a monstrosity. And what's going on there? Oh, I see. And oh, I forgot something important. So this is an important thing before you have a big set of stations. Always put a chain station early because you don't want trains to be coming in and deciding what track they're on until they know that they can actually get there. So, but you can have, if it's already decided it's going to be on this track, there's no reason not to have some ordinary signals allowing that to work. If I go through my copy paste recent, oh, there it is. I copy pasted a signal pattern like this. This is all just designed to fit nicely with my 3 car trains. All right, where am I here? I am in that second train. That first train is trying to get into the trash station. Yeah, I'll talk to you about the trash station sometime. That's a kind of cool thing that I invented. Part of my automated remote building scheme was the idea of having trash stations headed back into the central base. And I think it went, there we go. All right, so that's me. And of course, I came out here and completely forgot that my character was out of rails anyway. Okay. So we'll have to do a big backup. Well, that's interesting. I wonder... That looks like that might be a chest I left. Every once in a while I'm going around in here and I will just leave a chest of junk out in the middle of nowhere. It's think there's some place where I build rails, isn't there? Yeah, what do you know? I leave a chest of junk out there because my inventory just overflows, and I'd like it to be cleaned up eventually, but I haven't gotten around to it quite yet. So, alright, 5 seconds and passenger present. That should work nicely. Just hop out here, go pick up some more rails. Yeah, that'll work. Nice. Alright. Let's see what we can do here about getting silos, or getting getting the actual rockets built. You know, it might be interesting. I was saying that I was not going to have a train that was picking up those rockets, but maybe I want to have a train that just delivers rockets here. That way I could just automatically add new rockets to the system anytime I needed to. That's actually kind of a compelling idea. And this, oh wow, oh okay. So this has some construction robots. It doesn't have any logistic robots. Okay. Well, we'll get working on that in the future. Alright, same rule as I said before. Always have a chain signal leading into a diverging switch, but then you can have an ordinary signal after, and we'll just mark this as a whole bunch of different stations that are going to build these elements. Alright, yeah, so let's go ahead. Let's go ahead and do exactly the opposite of what I had previously said I was planning. Let's just have a station that picks up rockets. And you know what? I am not going to try to over-design this one. I'm just going to do a simple station. Which, of course, I will come back in a while, and I will tell you how much I regretted that I didn't plan ahead, but that's just my way. Make the mistake. All right, here we go. All right, that looks like the right place here for rocket silo items. Yeah, so let's call that items. I called it construction over here. Let's change that to match. Items. All right. We are going to need to get some fuel. So that's something that I'll need to be thinking about very shortly so that this doesn't just run out. But I can put fuel in here temporarily to get us started. This is going to go to rocket silo items. It wants a full cargo and also inactivity. So basically, the reason you do and inactivity is because you want it to wait there if it's receiving fuel. Destination full. So it says destination full because right now it is not built 40 of those rocket silos. That's okay. Alright, let's go here and let's figure out, let me just copy paste somewhere. There it is. That's what fuel looks like. We'll put it there and there. Put it there and there. All of these are within the main logistics system that's attached to the primary base. So they will have robots delivering fuel. That's an acceptable config in my mind. I probably want to put in another roundabout down here because I really don't want all this traffic to be coming through the main central bus, but we'll change that later. All right. Oh, so this is the problem that you get here with when you don't have this signal built yet. You end up with somebody running headlong, causing a deadlock. That ain't no good. All right, I'll bet you. Oh yeah, we got a whole bunch of trains here. They're all going to be affected by that same deadlock. That's going to be a real choke point for our trains too. I have to think about that pretty soon. All right. All right, got those. That's... Why are those... Oh, they were upside down by the view of... Oh, well, okay. So I copy pasted some signals off of rails and I installed them upside down. So even though they were in the right location, they were actually rails referencing a train on or a track on the opposite side which didn't exist, which is why that didn't work. Okay. So 1,000 processing units per hour. I'm not actually using all that many processing units. It's just a matter of um, them being like there's so much buffer capacity in this system that you can end up. Oh, I've got a train out of fuel over there too. All right, let's send somebody over there soon, quick as we can get there. That's probably my rocket train already. It ran out of fuel because all I gave it was some wood. Well, that stinks. All right, what are you waiting on? I wish Factorio had better systems for... Okay, I see. You got a red over here. Oh, because you got a train coming through. You got an 8 coming through, blocking the way. Okay, that's clear, but we're still red further ahead. I'll show you. So we're red over here. Well, that's just an opportunity to put in more signals, I suppose. More signals gives us better buffering. So we'll get this train running over here to the steel station. And he's waiting for something. What is it? Ah. Here we go. There we go. Automatic. And these guys are all waiting because they're blocked by that same train. You know what? I don't need to drive you there. It's a short walk. Alright, the rocket train here is out of fuel because I just gave it wood. And now it will have some fuel. There it goes. Alright. But I already picked up one rocket silo as an item. There it is. So I'm going to go ahead and, what do you know, we've got one more in there. Oh, and we don't have power to get the fuel to all of these. Wait a minute. Why is this train not getting fuel? I'm confused. I'm just going to pick that up and put it in manually. And we'll give you some wood as well. And then we're just going to head off and we're going to say we're going to send rocket silo items in. And for that, we're going to do something real simple. This is just going to have one chest. And we'll put in and we will say that I don't think a train limit's going to matter here. Drop all those things in. We need power to get out there. There we go. I think, oh yeah, Handy Hands was shut off. Alright, that happens from time to time. Where you just kind of forget. The Handy Hands get canceled and it just never comes back. Alright, so we will enable if the number of rocket silos is less than 10. Then this station will be enabled. Fair enough. Alright. I'm just going to make it look a little prettier by putting it here. There we go. Alright, and now what are the things that have to go into a rocket? Let's go, and I think there's like 4 things or something like that. Oh no, it's just the 3. Oh, but it also needs a satellite. You could put modules in it if you want. And we'll tell it to auto launch. So it's going to have 4 items coming in, and then it's also going to have science coming out. So for simplicity, I want to have something that I can just extend the pattern out to many different rocket silos over time. So we'll say that it's, you know what, let's use the more advanced power systems here. And there, we'll do that. That'll be nice. All right. And flip that over like that. Now we'll have bus. We'll have a bus. So we'll have the 4 outputs out of each thing. This probably, yeah, that's more balanced. That's going to be nice and pretty. And then what I'll do is that I will have out of each of these, there will be a belt going backwards. And that belt will represent the science output. Alright. Now wait a minute, is it 1,000 science per rocket? I don't remember. Alright, so I'm going to need rocket control units, low density structure, rocket fuel, and satellites. Alright. And we're eventually going to need high capacity. You know, that whole thing's probably way too close. We'll figure out exactly where we want it in a moment. But for right now, we'll call that good. We have a... That's not the main Roboport pattern, but we'll go ahead and treat it like it's a Roboport pattern. And we'll just extend it because I want Roboports down here. Actually, we'll rotate these around so that they match nicely. There we go. Alright, so what do we need? We've got the 3 different types of things. We need rocket control units. Now, rocket control units we're not currently building anywhere, I don't think. I'll go take a look a little bit later, but right now, what I know is that I'm going to want an input that looks like that. That will be rocket control units. I think rocket control units are 10 per slot. Rocket control unit, we'll have this weight on rocket control units there. I'm not sure that they're 10 per slot, we'll have to figure that out. And why are you not building? Was that already built? Okay. Rocket control unit. If it's 10 per slot, then that would be minus 57s. I think that might be the correct value. And this, I have a decider combinator. I don't have an arithmetic combinator. Alright, so I'm running short of that stuff. Going to have to work on that soon enough. Alright, rocket control units, low density structure, that was the next one. Low density structure, and then also we'll probably, I don't know, we might remove that roboport just to make some more space, but make it work for now. Alright. We'll have space science going out. We can use an output station. And alright. We're not gonna have oh, well that's kind of interesting. We do have a fuel depot nearby, so fuel depot is something that I established. It's again part of my system of trying to automate as much as I can with these trains. It's something that delivers fuel to a remote station so you can then fuel your trains while they're out there. And there's a fuel depot right over here. So it's already delivering fuel there. I guess we'll call that good enough. Alright, so all of these pieces, they're missing lots of bits. But this is going to get built over time into something better. That's going to be where our what our rocket silo pattern is going to look like. Wait a minute, I'm going to have to think about this. Because not all these belts are reaching far enough. Alright, well I'll be doing some reworking of all these belts obviously, so. This, we'll make it come like this. Right. Eventually, I think what I want to do is I'll want to just probably have everything go way left and then come back right or something along those lines. All of these, oh, none of these are actually properly configured yet. They all are going to be picking up steel very quickly. That is not what I want. Alright, so this was rocket control units. I'll have that pick up rocket. Does look like they're 10. So this needs to be divide by 400. This is going to be low density structures. Low density structures. That's going to be looking for that. And let's see, we'll set the request to low density. Those are also 10, so we can copy that across. This will be low density structures minus 5760. And then we have rocket fuel, which I remember that is 10. Alright, rocket fuel, low density structures. Change that to actually look for rocket fuel. And then the satellite. Satellite, I don't remember how many you can do. Let's take a look. Let's see if we can figure it out. Satellite. Well, that's interesting. Satellite, we don't have white science yet. Okay, that's going to be pretty complex. So let's get white science researching. We do have a whole bunch of stuff backlogged, so we should be okay there. Satellite in. This is going to be accepting something that doesn't exist yet. And this is going to be space science. And that's going to be reading something I don't have yet. Oh, I can put it in. Alright, excellent. Can I put a logistic? No, I can't. Not until that's actually researched. Alright. So most of this is configured. Alright, I think got most of this set up properly. We'll see once we get space science researched how much it takes, or I'm sorry, what I mean is how big the slot sizes are. There we go. Alright, so this will be, we'll set a request for, you can't set a request for it yet. Alright, well, we'll work on that. I think we'll call that the end. I don't know if this is one episode or two or something. I'm not sure how long I've been going here. But let's see how it goes. And we'll see how much science I can produce per minute. This is Russ, and I'll see you later. Bye-bye.